Now listen, I know what you're thinking. Surely he's not still in that oat field, is he? Well, surely he's not going completely crooked and missing a section, is he? Yes to both. Yes, I'm still in this oat field. I was trying to introduce you with a different camera view, so it wasn't exactly how we left off last time. But that was an oops. So anyways, welcome back to the Michigan map, the Ford farm on the Michigan map. My name is Bluebelly, and I play simulation games, and I have been really into Farming Simulator this year. Definitely digging this game and all the mods. Speaking of which, look at that mod right there. That Ford truck is looking fantastic, ready to go. Customizable colors and all the bells and whistles you could want. It runs good, it sounds good, it hauls a ton of grain. It's fantastic. So we are using this New Holland combine, and it is taking an actual minute to get this stuff done. We've been plugging away. Here in a little bit, we'll finish up this section, and then I'm going to take a load of these oats to sell and pick up a baler for us. But we're just, enjoying the game. We are enjoying the natural environment here and having a blast with this unique playthrough. If you are interested in kind of vintage equipment, hopefully this series is tickling your fancy, because we have some vintage Ford tractors and trucks. Since Ford didn't, well, okay, I was able to find one Ford combine. Somebody reskinned a Bison to make it a Ford combine. And I wasn't feeling that. I don't know how you guys feel about the reskinned Bisons. There are several of them done in various styles. There's one done in a Case IH, and then the Ford one that I've seen. I don't get into that. Personally, I would much rather go with New Holland, which is the sister brand of Ford. Of course, the two merged back in, I think it was 74, something like that. I would much rather just do that, bite the bullet on it, and have this. Now, I don't know what year this combine was being used. It seems a little bit too new for the rest of this playthrough, but I'd rather have a decent model like this. Okay, it's a very good model. I shouldn't call it decent. A very good model like this that's a little bit out of the time period than I would have a timely model that's just not fun to use. We're going to be doing a lot of combining, a lot of harvesting in this series. Oh, I did not make that turn very well. So, I don't want to be using some janky equipment for one of our biggest jobs that we're consistently doing. Hopefully you all can be, patient with that. Now, I still haven't made up my mind what we're going to do in terms of animals or where we'll put the rest of the yard. It does make sense to put it across the street from that half of the yard. But I'm not seeing a lot of traffic. I don't know if there's no traffic on this map. I want to say there was some up by the store. There's definitely a train. That's not exactly the kind of traffic I was thinking, but I guess it is relevant. So we're going to try to wrap up this little section here as quickly as we can. The one bummer is that you just can't make a combine go any faster than it goes. It just does what it's going to do. It's farming, not racing. That's one thing I like to keep in mind when I sometimes get impatient about these larger jobs. It's farming, not racing. If I want to race, I'll go play Forza. I'm not here to race. I'm here to relax and bring in these crops. And the first crop on a new playthrough is always interesting because the yield is not affected by your work. The yield is strictly based on how the game handled their crop. But from here on out, hopefully we'll get ourselves a real nice sprayer, and we'll be able to get some herbicide on here and 2 coverages of fertilizer and make sure that we get a real nice yield on our fields. If we're going to spend the time doing the farming, we should do it right. That's my thought anyways. I don't always get the weeds and I don't always get the full fertilization, but I want to try to do better at that. So anyways, I'm hoping we'll have time here to run the truck to the sell point. I think our only active sell point is up by the store. So we might do that and maybe grab... I bet we could... Do you think we could fasten the baler to that? I bet we could. Bring the baler back with us. The question is, will we have enough grain in there to purchase the baler? Probably not. So we're probably going to go sell grain and come back with a baler and more debt. But such is farming, especially setting up. The land cost me an absolute arm and a leg on this save. Then again, it's essentially enough for 5 fields, I would say. I would say 14 is big enough for 2 fields. Yeah, probably 4 fields makes sense. I wish you could renumber the fields, to be honest. I think you can with course play. You essentially give a field its own number and reassign it, but I'm not using any fancy script mods. I think the only thing I have on, is Follow Me. This is, oddly enough, despite having, I don't know, 200 plus hours in this game, it's my first time using Follow Me. I always used to see YouTubers using it, and I always thought, that looks cool. I could get more done if I use that. But I don't use course play. I'm new to Follow Me. Kind of a noob on some aspects of Farm Sim. But other things I've been playing for quite a while. Those of you that have been watching my videos for a bit know this already. But I have been playing the game since 15. I played on an old laptop. And I really kind of got it as an offhand, oh, I have driven a tractor, I used to work on a farm. What's this Farm Sim game? I'll check it out. And then, man, I played the heck out of that game. The feedback loop is so good in Farm Sim. As soon as you get done with the field, you're like, done with the harvest, you're like, now I have money. I can upgrade my equipment. And as soon as you upgrade your equipment, you want to use it. Oh man, I got to use this new equipment. This is awesome. And then you use your new equipment to run through another harvest, and then you have a little bit of money, and you say, I got to spend this money. I need to spend this money on animals. I need to spend this money on more equipment. And then you get more equipment, and you use the new equipment. It just doesn't stop. I always find that my first playthrough on a new Farm Sim, I get so sucked into it because of that original feedback loop. I enjoy doing these, obviously, these ones with modded equipment, but there's something about a base game, vanilla, no mods kind of thing. Could be very, very entertaining. So we're going to put this combine headed straight down there, and I guess it'll have to be at the start of the next episode. We'll haul this partial load of oats and go get ourselves a baler. Thanks everyone for being here. Again, my name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, and this has been the Ford Farm on the Michigan map. I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.